Today on Deep Thoughts with Danielle, we're going to continue with our special John Maxwell IMC discussions and the thought of the day, right? So it's day 2, I want to say. Well, it's Tuesday. I technically started at Sunday, so day 3 if you'd like. But amazingly, challenges that we're talking about, like Deep Thoughts with Danielle. What is that about, right? Deep Thoughts with Danielle is just that, like it's a thought or a moment of the day where we all have had something happen to us and it derailed us. Today my thing was I woke up a little late after 2 full days of extreme stimulation to my body and to my mind. I overslept my alarm by just a little bit, but I'm staying an hour away. I got here late. On the way here, so I don't want to talk too much about that yet, but what I want to say is that was the thing, and normally in the past, right, that kind of event would ruin my whole day. It feels like everything is stacking up, even right now. At the end of the day, it is, I don't know, 4 o'clock, I think, somewhere in there. And so that by the end of the day, things, like after you wake up, things stack one after another, right? You find yourself in an event or a place where you want to feel belong, where you want to feel like you're part of the family. And then maybe it's one thing where somebody says something that really hits a nerve or takes over your subconscious, your conscious thoughts, and then works its way into your subconscious. But when we allow that to happen, right? Like for instance, one thing today is, look, I got my photos, and I absolutely feel like I don't love that photo, even though I'm going to hang it in my house. I'm not sure I love that. So that's what we're doing here. We're finding that moment that triggers us, or what I call as the event, because I don't necessarily want to talk through like, okay, so if we were changing habits, we would look at a trigger, right? But in this case, what's happening is there's an event that's derailing our day, which is not allowing us to show up for our team the way that we want to show up for our team. Or it's not allowing us to be there for the people we need to be there for. Or maybe it impacts us at the end of the day, right? Maybe, because this is the outfit that I actually plan on wearing yesterday when the photos were taken. So the event this morning, waking up late, and all of what was happening throughout the day, right? Like listening to my video, not loving my voice, being, called the wrong names, or talked down to, or at a John Maxwell conference. So think about that, right? If it's going to happen at a John Maxwell conference, it can happen. It's going to happen anywhere. So what you need is the ability to recognize it, and then actions for a reset. So in part 2 today, we'll talk about what the recognition moment was, what the old spiral would have done, and then in part 3 today, we'll talk about how to overcome that and walk through it anyway, like we are right now.